Okay, guys, I am back. So today's video is definitely gonna be a different type of video because I said I was not going to make today's video because I was gonna save it for next week Wednesday, but my plans this afternoon got changed, and I said I'll do the video, but I might have to do it a little bit later than normal because I was busy doing other things or playing other games as well. So I didn't get a chance to get on here as fast as I would have liked. But I'm here and we're gonna head to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the next driver's race. Um, that's where we're gonna head to now. Uh, I don't know if it's gonna put me right into the round. I think it might. I'm not 100% sure because there's a couple other stuff that I wanted to do before I do that, but I had to end the stream that I started a few minutes ago because of I wanted to change one detail, but I forgot to because of rushing through. But I will do that now. It's just a helmet change. But I'm not sure if it's going to put me right back into it, but let's see what happens. I'm just waiting for it to load in. And yeah, guys, this is the 21st episode for Season 6, F1 2024 for me. And it is the 25th race. And yeah, so basically from here I can't do any helmet switches, yeah. Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. So it's too late. I went all the way and then I went to go do it and it's okay. I can't do it from here, so it sucks. That's okay. Not a problem for me. I don't mind. Just mean I'll save it for another race. So I'll save it for the last race, right? But just keep the helmet that I have now. Then so by the looks of it, everything looks great right now. So 30-minute practice session, full sprint qualifying, 8 laps for sprint, wet qualified, and a wet race. But we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, I just bring the helmet for Vegas and Qatar. So that's what's up. Or if not, I might just leave it until Abu Dhabi. But we'll see. So as of right now, the weekend's perfect. So 30-minute practice session, 8 laps. Just check out to see how much more it would be if I went up. 12 laps, and then the full thing is 24 laps with 71 laps for the race. But I am not doing that tonight because that is just long. So I wouldn't mind doing 25 laps for full Grand Prix race and 8 laps for sprint. That's not a problem for me. So with that being said, let's head right into this race weekend and have an amazing weekend. So I'm ready for this. Let's do it. So when we head into the race weekend, is basically going to be race programs first, and after the race programs, we're going to see if we have enough time to do any more practice in between. But if not, then after I finish the race programs, what I'm going to do, like I said, if there's enough time, I might go out for a few more runs on track.
Welcome everyone. You join
Get some
us
more
at the
time. So,
Autodromo José
welcome
Carlos
to
Pache, or Interlagos as it's affectionately known. It's practice time, it's Brazil, and it's great to have you with us.
welcome to Brazil, guys. Welcome to Brazil. I'm excited for this sport. So, like I said, first thing I'm gonna do is head out and do a race program, which I'm gonna do race strategy first because it's the longest one.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
And it takes a bit longer. Welcome to Brazil, baby. I actually love this track. This is my favorite track of all time, though, for real. It feels weird right now the way I'm driving. The wheel just got so stiff because I went from playing Gran Turismo, where I have a little bit more control over my steering than I do here in F1. Because in F1 I use assist, and in Gran Turismo the only assist that I use is brake assist, which is not as advanced as the F1 in-game assist to help you drive. It's not the same. It's a little bit more on the realistic side of it. So, by the way, guys, if I don't, my voice sounds a little bit snuffy, a little bit deeper, it's because I have a snuffy nose. Kind of think I got sick. I'm not sure. Feels like it. But we'll see. So I need to bring this thing down because I don't know why it's so high. There goes my teammate, Max Verstappen. What's going on right now? Why is this car so undrivable right now? Oh, I need to change it, the ICE, the internal combustion engine. Who was that? I will do that right after I finish this, which I feel like might take up half the practice session, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little bit more challenging going from Gran Turismo to F1 because the steering is not the same. The steering in F1 is a bit more stiff, which I don't mind driving stiff like this, but because I'm in Gran Turismo, it's a bit more loose, so I'm so used to the looseness of the wheel, and it's more in my control. In F1 I have a lot of assist that helps me. And ain't no shame of doing that. Playing without assist is not for everybody. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to happen, but I need at least 4 out of 5 for it to work. So I need to get that to 2 for it to work. I don't know why it's going to red so fast, but by the way, this is the second time I'm driving into Lagos in like maybe a week, because I've driven into Lagos in Gran Turismo, and I've been driving it here now when I've won with you guys So I've driven Interlagos 2 times in the last like week or so. Great track in both games. Just the difference is in F1 the race line is a bit more better and stricter, but in Gran Turismo the race line is not as fun as it is. But I've raced the F1 race line in Gran Turismo on different tracks, especially for Spa, Barcelona, Monza, and Interlagos, and Sakia as well too. So yeah, those are currently all the F1 maps that are in Gran Turismo at the moment. So there's Barcelona, there's Sakia in Japan, there's Interlagos in Brazil, there's Spa in Belgium. Oh, and then yeah, there's Monza in Italy. Great tracks. I've driven at all of them, I believe. Yeah, I've driven at Kia, I've driven at Spa, I've driven at Monza, and I've driven in Barcelona, and also Interlagos. So there's like about 5. Ooh, man, hello, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. I'm just here, man, just enjoying the game. About to finish off this race program and then head back into the pits to fix my engine.
Program complete. These results
how are you doing, bro?
Although you could definitely do better.
Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Alright, let me head into the pits.
Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 10.4. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Yep, time to head back into the pits, and I'm gonna check out my engine because I need to fix the combustion engine because I don't want it to I want all my my engine components to be low, especially going into the last 3 races, aka Las Vegas, Qatar, and then of course Abu Dhabi. So I'm gonna head into the pits right now, check out my other stuff. And if I have to stay long in the pits because I switch the engine part, I'm gonna skip it. And yeah, after I skip it, I will try to see how much time is left before I can head back out on track. Oh man, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining me. And I love watching F1 too, man. This is what got me into the game as well. So I really appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the love. If you don't mind me asking, what country are you watching my stream from? If you don't mind me asking you that. And are you excited for the Grand Prix that's happening tomorrow in Singapore? We have George Russell on pole, Max in P2, and Oscar Piastri P3. How long do you think Max is going to stay in P2 by the start of the race? I'm excited for that. So, engine now. Let's go to engine.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1:10.4.
Oh, yeah, it's the last one. 12 minutes or so. Okay, so 14 minutes. So, I'm gonna need to, I want to skip this because that's gonna suck up how much time there is left in case I want to go back up. So.
And we're 5th in the speed trap, 322.3 kilometers per hour.
So I'm gonna speed this up for you guys just so you guys can see what's going on right now because I want to get this time out fast. Okay, I still have a decent amount of actual track time left. Maybe for one more race program. I'll leave it at the 1 minute mark, and then after that I
The car
will.
settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button, and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Yeah, man, there's definitely
There
a
are
lot
a
of
few cars
stress,
out on
bro.
track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets too busy.
Like, I was like excited for them to win the constructors championship in Baku, but then they majorly screwed that up royally. For the point where Max won the race and Carlos was on podium, that was crazy. But yeah, no, man, Piastri is like they're starting to panic again. Like around this time is the same time when Lando was panicking last year with Max, especially when they went to Texas. He started panicking. I feel like Oscar's starting to do the same as well right now. I hope well, he's gonna outscore his teammate because he got P3 today, not qualifying, so that was kind of decent for him, where he is. But hey man, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining again. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what's gonna happen tomorrow for the race, and Max is only
Plenty of work to do today. We're going to want the car with a positive front end and good traction to help get us in and out of that slow stuff in Sector 2.
Max is only like 69 points away from the championship leader, which is it's a lot of points, but it's still crazy. If he wins the next 2 races, he'll be good. So I'm kind of excited to see what's gonna happen tomorrow. So yeah, it should be fun, man. But I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Alright guys, so
okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
So guys, with about 3 minutes left for a practice session. Like I said, the practice session was gonna go fast because I had to fix my engine, which I wanted to do so I can have a my engine green for the next 3 races. So I wanted that to be there. Is it not gonna go up? So you tell me I wasted my last 2 minutes on this. Wow, that's crazy. I guess I just got an extra lap. Every time I do like qualifying like sim, like it never goes up. Like I lift and go through corners, I do what I need to do on time with my brakes. That red thing does not go up, my time is going up. It tells me I'm really slow right now. That's what it's telling me. But that's okay, qualifying is done in like 2 minutes anyway, so... Well, practice is done in 2 minutes. Because it's a 30-minute practice session. This was absolutely useless to me right now. I'm probably going to get put a
program
P20.
over, but that wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again.
P20, wow, with a time of 1 minute 10.5. Man, I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you so much, bro. And you can always tune in back. I stream Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays. So stay tuned for those days on streaming around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for joining, man. And I'm gonna just reply to your comments as soon as I head back into the pits.
Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, so their best lap so far, 1 minute 10.3.
I'm gonna try to see if I can do a lap.
Say that
Catch
again,
up
we're having
time.
trouble receiving you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do another lap, see if I can catch back my thing, because right now I'm like P5? Yeah, no, I need to bring that to P1. It's just practice, but that's okay. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm not going any higher, because I just realized I'm out of gas and my delta is dropping, significantly dropping. Just call
Right,
it
let's
and
have
head
you in
back
at
into
the
the
end of this
pits.
lap, please.
Wow, that was really awesome. Oh man, I really appreciate you, bro. Oh, I really appreciate this dude. This is awesome, man. I'm happy that you joined my channel tonight. Give me a little bit of help, man. This is fun. That's awesome. I think my subs just went up.
And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Not
Until
sure how
next
much it
time,
went up by, but
goodbye.
it did go up. So yeah, guys, I was practice. I was P5. It's okay. It is what it is. I know why I'm P5. I'm only P5 because my AI level is at 61, I believe. Well, that's why it's so high. That's why I'm P5. That's okay. Don't have a problem with that. So, alright, guys. Yeah, so I just got a new follower. Thanks to that dude. I really appreciate it, man. That was
Atmospheric
awesome.
tracks don't
Time
come
for
much
qualifying,
better than
guys.
this. We're in Brazil for qualifying. Let's get some laps at the limit.
here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Ocon, and you. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:10.4. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Alright guys, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Alright guys, yep, I'll let you guys know what my lap time is, and then we'll just sit here for now until after. So I did a 109.3 with all 3 fast sectors. In sector 1 I did a 17.5, in sector 2 I did a 35.7, and sector 3 I did a 16.0.
So far, 1:09.3.
And we have Lewis Hamilton below me with a 110. Whoa, what just happened? Fernando Alonso just did a 110.2. Wow, I was not expecting Fernando to jump that high. Where is he? That is crazy work. There he is, Fernando Alonso, man. Alright guys, enjoy the next 6 minutes, and I'll see you guys after this.
To view information on your current levels of tyre wear and damage, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tyres and the damage screen.
Alright, that is Q1, well, SQ1. Let's finish. Let's see who is out. So out in SQ1 is Kevin Magnussen in the Haas in P20, Walter Bottas in the Kick-Sauber in P19, Alex Albon in the Williams in P18, Zhou Guanyu in the Kick-Sauber in P17, and Pierre Gasly in an Alpine in P16. So both Kick-Saubers are out in Q1. Let's head right into Q2. And yeah, got another great lap, guys. Enjoy.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Alonso, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Ocon and Sargent. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:10.2. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Understood. Stopping this lap.
So guys, my lap time here is still the same. It's 109.1, and I did all 3 fast sectors again.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 09.1.
Yeah, my sector times are, in sector 1 I did a 17.5, in sector 2 I did a 35.5, in sector 3 I did a 16.0, same as last lap, funny enough. Yeah, and by the way, yeah guys, I give Max a little bit of a tow, even though he only got to P3 with the tow, but it is what it is.
To view your current tyre, brake and engine temperatures, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it through until you reach the temperature information screen.
So see you guys in about a minute, in 4 minutes or so, because obviously I'm not heading back out to do another push lap, so stay tuned. Alright guys, it's the end of Q2. Let's see who is out in Q2. So, let's see. We have Nico Hulkenberg in the Haas in P15. Daniel Ricciardo in the Visa Cash Up RB in P14. Logan Sargent in the Williams in P13. Esteban Ocon in an Alpine in P12. Yuki Tsunoda in Visa Cash Out RB in P11 as a final car out. And with that being said, both Visa Cash App RB cars are out. So let's see who's going to be in the top 10 shootout for pole position. We have Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, George Russell, and myself. Let's head into Q3. Let's do it.
Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:09.4. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:09.4. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
I realized I went for a second lap. I was supposed to a third lap. I was supposed to head into the pits, which I did, so it's all good. Yeah. So let's see what my lap time was. I did a 1.8.4 with all three fast sectors. I did a 17.4 in sector 1, a 35.0 in sector 2,
Okay, our best lap so far,
a
1:08.4.
15.9 in sector 3. So There's about 1 minute left in this, and then yeah. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so I went from provisional pole to pole position for a sprint race, so what is next is to head right into the sprint race, and yeah, let's do it, man. I'm excited for this. Let's do it. Woo! Hope you guys are excited as much as I am. Yes, P1, man. I got P1. I'm happy and excited for that P1. Alright guys, time to switch out some stuff. Alright, let's do this. Enjoy the track introduction for the first time. And see you guys in the, just before the formation lap, and then yeah, we'll have a great race. Enjoy.
So it is all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Yung Cao into one of the two DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Henry lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Ocon, Sargent, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Joe, Albon, Bottas, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We will soon find out. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. So, a sprint race today, and that means lights to flag, no stops, And how is that going to affect the driver behind the wheel?
Absolutely. So for today, there's no pit stop, or shouldn't be a pit stop anyway, if things go right, and you can forget about strategy. You're just driving today as fast as you can, make those overtakes if you need to, and that's what a sprint weekend's all about.
Alright guys, I'm excited for this. I know I said that already. This is the formation lap.
It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole position.
Why is PSG on mediums and everybody else is on softs? Weird, but okay. Even Norris is on softs. Why is he on mediums? Okay. Interesting. Tire choice. Since everybody went with the medium, but just
We're
also
almost ready to start
medium.
the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Alright guys, enjoy the sprint race, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit right after the sprint race. Enjoy.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. lap, final lap. Push, push. Yes, guys, yes!
Easy win,
Come on,
baby. Easy win.
boys.
Easy win, bro. Easy win.
Yes, mate, I cannot complain about that one. That was an excellent drive. Well done.
Yep. Alonso was definitely the driver today, man. Look at all the rest cars passing me.
Well, that's the end of the sprint action. Next up, we will set the grid for the Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
That was a great race. I've never been attacked by Fernando Alonso before. Anyways, check out the highlights and then we'll go right into qualifying for the race. Alright guys, that was the highlight for the sprint race. So yeah, let's head right into qualifying for the race. The Grand Prix race, so let's do it. I'm excited for this. This is fun. And I'm really happy for the race tomorrow. Like, I'm ecstatic because Max got P2. And he's gonna catch George Russell at that start, man. It's gonna be an electric start tomorrow for Max. Yeah, so let's head right into this right now first. This is the part I don't like because it's gonna be wet. Why is it wet? I have no idea. Rain in Sao Paulo is not a problem, but is just interesting. So yeah, guys, tomorrow the race, the post racial starts at 7.
Atmospheric tracks don't come much better than this. We're in Brazil for qualifying. Let's get some laps at the limit.
So yeah, guys, post racial starts at 7 a.m. Canadian time, and then the race starts at 8 a.m. sharp. And I'm excited for the race, man. I have to get up early for this one. The F1 Academy have their second race of the day at 3 a.m. in the morning, I believe. Yeah, 3:25 in the morning, which is crazy. So, enjoy this lap and this one lap quality in Q1. Enjoy it.
They're in 15th. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Alright, guys, I'll let you guys know what my time was for that one, and then I'm gonna be in the pits until improvement time. So let's see what my time was. Alright, I did a 109.4, which is probably my fault, and my third sector is, yeah, I only have the first two fastest sectors because I messed up on my third sector, but that's okay, I get that back. So I have the two fastest sectors, sector 1 and sector 2, and Yuki Tsunoda has the fastest third sector.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm not heading back out on track anyway, so yeah. Enjoy, guys. Alright, that was the end of Q1. Let's head into Q2, guys. But let's see who is out in Q1. So out in Q1, we have Valtteri Bottas in a Kicksaba in P20. Then we have Nico Hulkenberg in a Haas in P19. Then we have Zhou Guanyu in a Kicksaba in P18. And then we have Kevin Magnussen in a Haas in P17. And then last but not least, Logan Sargent in a Williams in P16. So both Haas's and both Kicksabas are out in Q1. So let's head right into Q2.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. And we're in front of Russell, Verstappen and Norris. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 19.3. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Let's hope we see a good effort from McLaren here today. In recent times, they've fallen to somewhat of a midfield team. The last time the constructor won a world championship was in 1998. Formula One is named as such because the participants agreed to a set of rules where the formula are the rules and the one referring to the fact that this is the top tier of motor racing. British constructor Arrows never won a race.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:19.3.
Yeah, guys, I only have the fastest second sector. George has the fastest first sector and third. I only have the fastest second. Let's see who is out on track. Well, Piastri and so yeah, guys, we're just waiting until the timer goes down, and then yeah, I'm not heading out for another lap, so stay tuned in 6 minutes. Right, guys, so this is the end of Q2, so let's see who is out. So we have Daniel Ricciardo in a Visa Cash App RB in P15. Then we have Yuki Tsunoda in a Visa Cash App RB in P14. We have Esteban Ocon in an Alpine in P13. We have Pierre Gasly in an Alpine in P12. And then we have Alex Albon in a Williams as the last car out in Q2 in P11. So both Alpines are out in Q2 and both Visa Cash App RBs are out in Q2. Let's see who's the top 10 shootout for pole position. So we have Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, George Russell, and myself. Let's head right into this Q3 and get a great lap. And I know it's going to be in rain, unfortunately, but I got this. Let's do it.
It's seen most World Championships won, most Grand Prix wins.
Yeah, guys, we're in full wet tires right now. We're not even in intermediate, just full wet. Welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil, rain. The weather is disgusting, as you guys can see me doing right now, because I'm driving with full wets, not even intermediates. So Russell is on intermediates, but I'm on full wets. Why the hell am I on full wets?
Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
So these motherfuckers put me on full wets and then I'm gonna do a lap now, and then I have to switch to inters. I'm at the top of the table, but why am I on full wets, bro? So you know what? I'm gonna redo this like this. I'll redo the session, switch my tires, and then head out. So before I head out, switch my tires. Alright, let's do it. Guys, let's restart this one more time. I want full wets. I want intermediates, not wets. Well, let's go to dry. Wet. Right. Ignore track and go to intermediates, because I don't know why they give me full wets when everybody else is on intermediates. So that was the last restart for that. Let's try this one more time. Alright.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Okay, so guys, let's see what I did. So I did a 118.4 with the
Right, so
fastest
far
two
at
first
best
sector.
lap 1 minute 18.4.
Charles Leclerc has the fastest third sector. Yeah, I don't think anybody else is heading out in the pits anyways because it's raining, so we're all gonna stay put. So stay tuned. I'm on provisional pole, by the way, so if this finishes out and nobody goes out on track, I basically get pole position. So let's see. Alright guys, so I was on provisional pole and I got pole position, and as you guys can see, I have Max Verstappen right behind me at the start of lap 1. So this is going to be a fun race and I'm excited to be running against my teammate, because I know Max is going to be pushing me and fighting me for that P1 position, so it's going to be one hell of an interesting race for sure. Let's go. P1 again. Ooh, so guys, yeah, enjoy the race, and I'll talk to you guys. Enjoy the track introduction, and I will talk to you guys during the formation lap or just before it ends. So stay tuned.
Welcome to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner, and just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil, is a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Henry lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Stroll, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Sargent, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going?
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary in setup from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start.
Alright guys, this is it.
Which team will
so
come
basically,
out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race?
I'm excited for this race. Once again, very much so excited, so stay tuned. This is going to be fun. Like I said, I have Max Verstappen right behind me, and as you guys can see,
get a strong start.
it's a dry start, so
from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring their planned strategies are all
this is going to be interesting because I have Max right behind me, and I thought we were going to start on a wet track, but we're starting on a dry track, so this is going to be fun. So enjoy the race, and we'll talk after, or if anything crazy happens during the race. So yep.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, slot in behind and try to keep up with them. There might be an opportunity to take the place back. might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap. Good job, nice overtake. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, mate, elbows out is great, but not that way. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's keep it clean, please. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Max is coming in for his stop. It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. There's still a long way to go, though. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. in first position, front of the pack. Car behind is Max. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And 11 laps to go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.5 seconds. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment, so watch out. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 7 laps to go. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet. The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster, we're right on the crossover. The tyre situation's pretty touch and go right now. We think the slicks may still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready for whenever you need them.
Yeah, guys, DRS just got deactivated, so I already switched my tire thing, so when I go in the pits to know what tire to give me. Since the DRS is off, I'm assuming I need to trade in my tire, but it's still dry, so let's see what happens.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Yeah, the DRS got deactivated, so I don't know what's going to happen with the race.
There's not much between you and the car behind, just 2 seconds.
The question is, who's gonna be checking? First car that goes into the pits is the first car that gets fresh tires. Well, fresh intermediate tires, but with how many laps there is, I don't think anybody's pitting, including myself. If they force me to pit, I'll be pissed off, but it is what it is. Am I slowing down or something right now? Am I tripping? Like, I'm losing speed right now. Whoa. I almost spun there because of the rain. I have to be careful how I'm driving right now. The car is going slow because of the rain and I'm on. I should have switched my tires to hard, but I was like, nah, let me go mediums because if it rains, it's gonna rain heavy, so I'll just switch it into mediums. But I should have gone to hard, so my tires would have been better. Because right now my tires are pretty cold right now. I want to bet, yeah, they're cold. My front two tires are cold as well. And look at the gap on Norris. He just caught up to me because of this. I'm holding it together right now. This is crazy. Last lap. Holy flippin' shit. The way that I'm gripping this wheel right now is not even funny. Just so I don't spin. I've never been so stressful driving this track until now, bro. Last push up the hill. There we go. This is it. This is the last push up the hill. Come on, almost there. Almost there. Holy shit.
Yes,
that was
yes,
stressful.
yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys! 5 race wins in a row. What a fantastic result. Well done.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today.
I mean, I'm tempted to use the boring word. Not quite yet, but I don't know how the others will be feeling at this stage in the championship, because they've got that dominance on their side. Clearly, they'll be looking at the championship now.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they've secured here. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Alright guys, that was the end of the race. Yeah, that was a race, alright man. That was a really intense race. Not a win. This was, like I said, this was my season to win, man, and I needed to win. This was definitely my season to win. So yeah, let's check out the driver standings, even though I don't need to, because I already won the championship, and Red Bull already won the constructors championship. So we're just racing for the extra points for the rest of the races, which is only 3 left. There's Las Vegas, there's Qatar, and then there's Abu Dhabi for the final race of the season. Let's check out the racing director and see all the incidents that happened on track. So I had a collision with Norris. Well, me and Norris had a collision with each other in lap 1. I'm assuming that's in turn 1. Yeah, but that's okay. No DNFs, so let's check out the highlights, and then from the highlights we'll go right back. So, enjoy the highlights. Yeah, guys, those last two laps coming up to the pit to the end of the race, man, I was gripping my racing wheel like there's no tomorrow, bro. Because one slide off, I would have spun, because I had no grip since I was driving. Since my tires were mediums, I had no grip whatsoever, bro. That was stressful. But that's over. And the next race should be next week, Wednesday, at the same time, guys. Still no recognition. So, like I said, guys, the next race is going to be Las Vegas. Uh, I'm excited for that race. So, yeah. So, as you guys can see, I'm going to go back to this, not that part. Here. Oh, 104 down. Yeah, guys, like I said, I came here to win, man. All wins. The last time I lost was in Singapore. I came in third, and then I won. Let me see how many races since I lost in Singapore. So Texas was 2, Mexico make 3, and then winning the sprint and the race in Brazil makes it 5 races I've won after my third place loss in Singapore. So yeah, man, my driver stats are looking really nice right now. Really nice. I love it. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna head back and then call it a night, and then the next race, like I said, will be next week Wednesday at Eastern Standard Time. Which, yeah, I am gonna try my best not to be late for that stream, even though I always am. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I know I did. Tonight was fun. And thanks to all those who joined and those who comment. I really appreciate all of it. With that being said, have a great night or a great morning or great evening or afternoon wherever you guys are in the world right now. So, peace out.